Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I have a cheek to have a 2025 luxury wish list. 2024 has been such a successful shopping year, but here we are. Let me share with you my luxury wish list for 2025, although I will say that this is 2025 and beyond. I do not expect, neither will I be attempting to tick all of the things off this wish list in one year. This is very much beyond 2025. But number one on my wish list, and very high up my wish list, is the Cartier Juste un Clou half diamond bracelet. I absolutely adore this. I fell in love with this in Paris when my husband and I went there for our 10-year wedding anniversary. We were looking for a special jewellery piece for me for my anniversary, and we did buy the Force 10 bracelet from Fred. I absolutely love this. I wear this every single day. This is an OBY tennis bracelet beside it. I have a discount code for them in the description box if anybody's interested in that one. And both of these are on me every single day. And I adore this bracelet. I absolutely love it. But I also very much fell in love with the half diamond Juste un Clou in the bigger regular size, not the slim one, the regular size. The reason that we didn't buy that was, firstly, I was torn between these two, and I loved the fact that you could interchange colours with this, and I just loved that this was something different. I loved that it had the gold and the diamonds and then this steel piece beside it with all of the different colours, and I was very much drawn to this. Equally, I was drawn to the Juste un Clou, but the half diamond is very, very expensive. More expensive than this, significantly more expensive than this. And to be honest, we hadn't really thought of a jewellery piece at the price of the Cartier bracelet. Although when we discussed it, my husband did say to me, if that's what you love, get it. And we did talk about potentially getting it in the future, but it's an awful lot of money, but it's very firmly on my wish list. I absolutely think it's stunning. I would wear it with these two. I have another Ana Luisa bracelet I wear here, and that would be my everyday stack. Very high on the wish list, but very expensive. So it might not be this year, but this will stay on my wish list, I would imagine, until eventually some occasion comes and it gets ticked off. Number two is a vintage Fendi baguette. And the one that I have in mind, I will put on the screen, is this sequence version. I absolutely love this. And we all know around here that I love sequence bags, and I wear them. I wear them to the grocery store. I wear them as everyday bags. I think this one is beautiful. This is all the fault of Dale from Dale's Addiction. Dale put me on to Vintage Lover 83, I think it is, on Instagram, and I will link them down below in the description box. And since then, since I've become a little bit obsessed, there are so many good versions of the Fendi baguette, and I come across more and more whenever they're showing them on their page, and I think, oh, that one, oh, that one, oh, that one. There's so many. I think at the minute it's probably still this sequence version, but there's others that also could take the place of this. This is not something, none of these are things that I'm actively hunting, because I have bought so much in 2024. I've sold a lot as well, but I'm not actively hunting any of these. But this is on my radar and on my list. Number three is a Louis Vuitton Vivienne doll. When we were in Paris, I did buy this little Vivienne bag charm because I adore Vivienne. I also have Vivienne hand painted on my trunk that I got for my 40th birthday. I just love her. I really love her. And I know everybody doesn't, but I think she's fabulous, and she is this little icon of Louis Vuitton. There is a trip in 2025 to Paris with the handbag tribe. Meredith will be coming over, I will be going, there will be a number of us, and we're going to be in Paris. And we know what happens when we all get together in one place. The force is that strong that the shopping occurs. And one of the things that I would love to bring home from that trip, because I'm very sentimental when I shop, is a Vivienne doll. And I would love to have one of those Viviennes in here, in this room with me, where I film and all of my things are. This is my space, or in my office, and it would be linked to that trip. And Deb loves Vivienne, and Meredith loves Vivienne, and I'm sure I could convince them to join in, and that to me would just be really cool and fab. And I definitely have a Vivienne doll, slightly bigger than this one, on my wish list. Number four is a fine jewellery ring. Now, I wear rings generally on this finger. I've taken them off for this video because I know that this is on my wish list. This is a ring from Italo Jewellery. I also have a discount code from them. It's in the description box. I love their jewellery. And this one is from Ms. Blue. Again, there's a link in the description box with the discount code. Adore their pieces. Generally wear a trio of Ana Luisa rings on this finger. I would love to replace that with a fine jewellery ring. And I have looked at the Chanel Coco Crush. I like the slim version in the yellow gold with the diamonds, We looked for that when we were in Paris, but there was none in my size. I have quite a big finger and it's hard to get the size, although Dublin have told me that they could order it in. There's also a new ring released from Louis Vuitton, which is kind of pointy. It's like a triangular shape and it has diamonds around it and it comes in the yellow gold. I also really like that and I would like to see that in person. And I also really liked the Juste un Clou ring. My husband hated it, really didn't like it, and that's why we definitely didn't get that for my anniversary piece. But I really liked it, and I liked it in the half diamonds on the nail head, and that's another contender for this finger. So I still have a fine jewellery ring for this finger on my list, and it has been on my list for some time, but I just have to find the right one in my size. Number 5 is the striped Fendi First in the pink colourway. I absolutely love this in the small size. I love that some of the strips of it are fabric. I love that they're metallic. I love the different colours. I love the different stripes. I love this bag. I don't have a Fendi First, and this is very much the one that lives rent-free in my mind. I've talked about this a lot. This does not come up on the resale market that often. Meredith has it, but she loves it and she won't sell it to me. How rude, Meredith. But I think this bag is stunning and I love it. I want to add that at some point, and that is very firmly on my list and has been for some time. Number 6 is a Dior DJoy. I really like this. I like it in the micro. The micro is the tiny little one. It does fit your phone. It does have a little chain and it has a crossbody strap. So I really like the micro version. And I also really like this version that I will put on the screen. That was a sequence limited edition. Sequence, there we go again. There's the theme. I love sequence bags. I think they're spectacular. This is in the small size. Love the design of the sequence. I think this one is stunning. So I do think that there is a DJoy of some description in my future, be it the micro one or this larger one if it has the sequence or whatever, but definitely this is a bag that floats about in there. Number 7, and this is definitely long term and not something that I'm actively hunting, but I want to add to my Petite Malle collection. I have confessed on camera that I want to collect the Petite Malle. I love this bag. I think it is spectacular. I know I have 4. I use them. This one I haven't used yet. I bought that in New York and I don't really use this. I've never used that because I'm worried about the fabric in it. But these two get so much use. So I want to collect these in really colourful, different versions of them because I love taking these bags out. I think they're very much a statement. They're a conversation piece. I think they're a vibe on their own and I just adore them. They're probably one of my favourite styles of bags in this whole room. And I kind of want to collect them. But that is not something that I'm actively going to be hunting down regularly because they're expensive. But on the long term, yes, fun, playful, colourful Petite Malles. Also on my wish list is I have the Birkin from Hermes in Rose Papri or Rose Poop, and I have the Mini Kelly High in the Moutarde colour. I would like to get either a Rodeo, which is this one, the little horse, or the Pegasus, which is the one with the wings like the Pegasus, in the same colour, in the monogram one, or the mono I think it's called. So I would like to get I'm no difficulty be it either a Rodeo or a Pegasus, but I would like one that's pure pink. Ideally, I would love the pink to be Rose Papri, but even if it's a pink that sits tonally on this, but I want it to be all pink, all one colour, not these tricolour ones, and I want to add that on the Birkin. And the same then I want for this, but in either the Moutarde or a yellowy colour that sits well with this. And again, I want it to be mono, only the one colour, all added together on here in the yellow, and I think on these that would look really, really well. I do love this little blue one, but I want a pink one now that's all the same colour, and that's what I want to add onto these. So both of those are on my wish list. Number 9 is another Fendi First, and according to Meredith, the Fendi First is going. Whenever Kim Jones leaves Fendi, that bag is no longer going to be available. Not a bag that I have in my collection, but there is another version that I adore, and I will put on the screen the version that it is. It's one that Meredith has. It's in the pale pink, almost rose gold type pink colour sequence. Shock. There's a lot of sequence on this list. That is who I am. I've accepted it. I am no longer in denial about my love of sequence and sparkle and all of that. I really love this pink version. Meredith has this in the small in the pink, and she is hunting the green version of this. I am going to be hunting the pink version of this that she has. Oh, it's wicked! It's Glinda and Alphaba! Wicked. Meredith and I with Deb went to see Wicked in New York, and we are now hunting the Wicked version of these Fendi Firsts. I will be Glinda and she will be Elphaba. She is hunting the sequins in the green. I have added onto my wish list the sequins in the light pink. I think it's stunning. I think for me, this is a paler pink than what I have in my wardrobe already, and I think it will be like a neutral, a bit like the rose gold Chanel bag, and I think it will go with a lot, even with what I'm wearing today. I could carry that with this, and it would go with this winter white type look. That one is on my list. I think it's stunning, and that's all Meredith's fault. Next, and this is very much on the long-term wish list, but that little mini Kelly over there has a lot to answer for. I am very much on an Hermes obsession, and I now get it why people go on their Hermes journeys. I still will not buy things that I do not want to get a bag. No. Does mean that for that one I waited over 4 years, but that's fine because I didn't play their game of buying things I didn't want, and I will not do that. But since I got that bag, I love it, and I got it from the store, which was very special, and I adore the mini Kelly. So on my long-term wish list, and I don't think this will surprise anybody, are more mini Kellys. But they're hugely expensive. I am under no illusion that there's going to be another mini Kelly from the store. I do not believe that at all. I think I am lucky and fortunate to have been given this one because they're so hard to get from the store, and even people that spend huge amounts of money in Hermes are waiting for an Hermes mini Kelly or never get one. So I'm not thinking that this is going to come from the store. But what that means is if it's going to come from the resale market is they're very, very expensive. They are silly money on the resale market. So this is definitely why I say this is a long-term wish list item, because I certainly can't just go out and buy more of those on the resale market with the price that they are. But in the long term, I want to add more mini Kellys in different colours. I say that as a plural and I'm laughing at myself because to add one more from the resale market would be huge and a huge financial investment, let alone other colours, Amelia in the plural, but I think they're fabulous. I also have put down on my wish list with Hermes a Birkin 25, which is the size of this one, in a bright, fun colour. And I've also registered my interest for a Constance. In my store in Dublin, the Constance is not a quota bag, so you don't put your wish list in for that, but you tell them if that's a bag that you're interested in, and I would love a Constance in the 18 in a bright colour, and I would love another Birkin 25 in a bright colour. I think it's the colours that makes Hermes bags work for me. Otherwise, I think for me they would probably be a little bit plain or a little bit not enough going on, but they do colours so well. So when they have bright colours, I love them, and that's what's on my wish list currently, but that's very much long-term wish list. My wish list with Hermes is the Birkin. The other two, I don't know if will ever happen, but long-term wish list, those are definitely there because I just adore those bags. Next, and this got added to my wish list when I was in Dublin not that long ago, and it is that darned Chanel mini Trendy. I love this. I love this. I used to have the Chanel Trendy in the regular size. It's lambskin. It's quite big and bulky in the regular size to wear crossbody. The corners of it are going to get wear, and it didn't really work for me because I didn't really like it crossbody. It was a little bit big. It was a beautiful bag and I like to hand carry it, but I didn't carry it very often. I think I carried it once the whole time I had it, and then I sold it on. Now Chanel have went and introduced and released the mini, and I adore it. I tried it in Dublin. It's perfect crossbody. It's a beautiful bag. I love the aesthetic of it. I love the size of it sitting crossbody. Thankfully, when I was in Dublin, they had the So Black, which as much as it was striking and stunning, black bags I don't really use. They had a pink, but it was too much of a Barbie pink, and they had an olive green. So thankfully for my wallet and my bank balance, they did not have a colour that screamed my name and pulled me in. But on my wish list, when the right colour comes along, is the Chanel Mini Trendy, even though it's very, very expensive. Number 12, and this is something that I already have, and I need to get around to filming the second part of my vlog sale. I apologise for the delay in that. Christmas time with young children and a business is just crazy busy. But I need to buy a new pair of the Loewe jeans with the Loewe sign on the knees. I love those jeans, but I have to sell my pair. They're out there in the pile. I can't wear them. They're far too big. If you've watched my channel for a while, I lost around about 2 stone this year. I have put about half of a stone back on when I was in Paris and Tenerife and over Christmas, and I'm fine with that. I'll deal with it in the new year. But the jeans still don't fit. They look ridiculous. They look like, they look ridiculous. They're so big. I can take them up and down without unbuttoning them. So I need to get the vlog sale sorted, and those are going. But on my wish list is absolutely to buy a new pair of them because I love those jeans, and I just need to get around to ordering them and replacing them because I very much want to have those in my wardrobe. Next is the Louis Vuitton Stellar Times perfume. I bought this for my mum for Christmas. Oh my goodness. That is all there is to say about that. This perfume is stunning. The bottle with the lid is stunning. The presentation in the box is stunning. The artwork that comes with it, I got my mum engraved on it. It's beautiful. But it's so super expensive for perfume. Normally on my wish list you'd be thinking, why, Amelia, did you not just buy yourself a bottle of perfume? You buy silly things. Yes, I do, but this is so expensive for perfume. I think it's around about £460. Huge amount of money for a bottle of perfume. So it's not something that I'm just going and flippantly buying as a bottle of perfume. It's a lot of money, but it's beautiful. The smell of it is beautiful. It's striking. It's gorgeous. So I have added this onto my wish list because I did the honourable thing and gave my mum hers. I was tempted when it was under the Christmas tree to go, I'm sure mummy you would like a tin of sweets for Christmas. No, I wasn't. That would be awful and horrendously selfish. Oh, my mum does have hers, but it's beautiful. So that's now on my wish list because it's stunning perfume. Next, I'm back to my bracelet from Fred, the Force 10 bracelet, is I would like to get some other colours of this. Now, I love this colour, this petrol-y blue. I really love it. I'm glad this is the one I went for. But because you can interchange these, I would like to get some more of the steel bands for them. So as I can switch this up and just put different colours if I decide in my mind or my mood or whatever I'm wearing that I want to change it up. So I want to add a few more of those just to give me the option of having different colours on my arm but still having this beautiful piece. This is the fine jewellery piece of jewellery here. These are stunning. Dale introduced me to this. It's a fabulous piece of jewellery. I absolutely love it. So I want some other colours to be able to mix that up, and that's on my list for this year. And the last thing on my wish list, I know it's quite long given the amount of shopping I've done this year. I get that. I own that. That's why it's not all the 2025 wish list. But the last thing are the Prada trainers, and I'll put them on the screen in the black and the white. I first came across these when I was doing my collab with Sensor, but I really fell in love with the Max Mara cardigan that I ordered. But I loved these trainers. They were on my mind, and then when I was in Dublin, I saw a lady wearing these. She had on the Prada trainers, she had on cropped black leather trousers and a black and white varsity jacket, and I want to recreate that whole look. I loved the look. I thought it looked fabulous and it was very much my style. So I want to get these Prada trainers. I think they would go with a huge amount of my wardrobe, and I think with that type of look they would just really work. So those are the last thing on my wish list for 2025. Let me know what you think of the pieces that have made it on this far. I have not included Murakami. The reason I have not included Murakami is I have pre-ordered Murakami, so I know what's coming, and you will see that in another video. I know that there's other pieces of Murakami coming. There are the cherry blossoms and the cherries. I have seen the lookbooks for those, and I'm not including this because I already have that in train. I'm sure there will be other things that come up during the year. That is the downfall of being very impulsive and being a shopper that loves to shop seasonal pieces and seasonal bags, that you can't always plan everything and it can't always be off a wish list. But those are the pieces, the quite extensive list of pieces that are currently on my wish list. Let me know what you think of them. Love any, hate any, think they're good ideas, not so good ideas, and is there anything that you are absolutely dying to add to your collection in 2025? If you've enjoyed this video in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.